observer, all right. So you want me to come over on your side? Just in case? Let the go underneath the thing. All right. So I'm gonna stand by and just, you just holler and let me know.
318.
Okay, but about 30 seconds.
Missed him off.
About 28 seconds. Stevie,
Somebody's got to write down your numbers.
28 seconds. 22 seconds. Stevie, you're too early, baby.
Way too early.
You're early, you're gonna do
like a
it.
bastard.
What's his number? 4060 is over. 4060 is over. It's going back. 4060 is over.
So Stevie over.
4060 is over. 4109 is over. 4050 is over. He's 4129.
Who's 4129?
And Van Smith. Flags flying. He was, huh? That's up to Gladman.
All right.
That's crazy.
Devil can kill, we're just how the devil can kill, and we see a tobacco bin, and we see them with it through the car, parked, people on their houses there, watching on the hillside, looking beautiful from the joint, as we show you the beautiful picture of the resort.
You ready?
Here with us, face down at the new marina now, we're looking at Fort George up on there, it's a beautiful scene here, and beautiful St. George's Harbor.
Great job, guys.
Well done, well done, well done. You got any time? Horn, 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 horn. And then 159.14 was Rudy. So then stay close to Heath, and he'll call out the time.
And fell behind in the cut to the leaders. And now we've got a third place code coming in.
Great job.
All righty.
Great job. All right.
Time? And the number's 4110.
Third place 4110.
Excellent.
And then Bradley Mead.
And then it's going to be Stevie in 1 and 2.
All right, and we've had a
Hey, hey. Yes.
Three of you, it's three of you.
Yeah. Van, yes.
And bam. Yeah.
Here comes,
on the northern side coming into that.
we'll get the number and the time.
Look at Glenn, look at all sweet.
They knew that, and they kept to their plan.
That's rebel. That's a
Picked up
farm.
that couple in and came through.
4130, right.
Here comes the
Any
Melody.
time.
Fourth place.
203.
Here comes fourth place. That looks like that's the fifth and middle.
203. 50.
They fell behind.
Right. And then 4126 is Gladwin.
All right, Gavin out.
Devin Lambert, 72-year-old racer, still out.
Hey, Glenn is giving away your edge. Your cousin's exposed your edge.
Those four.
And we appreciate that. Glavin is Joe and Ian Laufer.
Right.
Susquehanna Yacht Club in the States. So, so the overseas racers have done very well. Yeah, which is a bit of a surprise. But yeah,
It's not a
they've done
surprise.
very well. So they've got 1, 3, and 4 have gone to overseas. Only Rudy Bailey has beat their dominance. So very interesting to see.
Okay, sale number, ready?
All right, guys.
3943.
3943.
And he will give you the time.
20530.
You like that?
Keep them scored if they come in
That came in.
right about
That's the
now.
book that came
And
in
we
before.
just want
What is book?
to
Scrapper?
say thank you to our sponsor, Flowers Limited.
The number 4152.
Great job, guys.
Okay.
Company.
Well,
Again.
20556.
Australian book.
Services. And glorious day on the water.
4125 is the number.
Get ready to sign off for today. Here we're sharing these.
How would be?
Get some kangaroo balls.
Some kangaroo.
Well, before I call out the positions of what I'm going to finish, I'll let the minister have a few words to entice you guys a little bit. Yeah.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I am the Junior Minister for Youth, Culture, and Sport, representing the Honorable Senator Owen Darrell on this occasion. And if there's ever an occasion when it is my distinct honor to be representing someone else, it's now. Because as a 3 or 4-year-old, when my mother left me in Somerset Bridge to come down and watch my cousin race as skipper for the first time in 1961, she was shocked coming through Town Cot to see her father sit 19-foot dinghy in St. George's Harbor watching his grandson come through the Town Cot for the first time with her 3-year-old boy on the boat. That was me, and this is my cousin Glenn Lambert, who does a lot for sailing, and I am a proud product of a sailing community. I'm a golf professional by trade, and this week was the most important week of sport for me, because as a boy, I came to that cot watching Glenn, but after I became an accomplished golfer, it was on this week 45 years ago that I became the national champion of Bermuda at age 20. Yeah. But nothing makes me feel better than to be on the water, watching the rivalry of comet racing that Glenn and Stevie Dickinson and Rudy Bailey have upheld so well over all the years of my life, that Howard Clark and my good friend Mr. Clark and my good friend Howard Lee and all the greats like Kenyon Lambert and others have upheld. Today I was at the honor of being with Peter Brumby and commentating the race on Magic 102.7 and Hot 107.5. And Peter Brumby provided the technical commentary, and I put in the color commentary to bring in the family connections. And I want to say, for all you folks who travel from overseas to be here, as a member of the Tourism Authority, this is where sports tourism, cultural tourism, and Bermuda tourism converge. And it's because of the connections and the relationships that have been forged by young sailors like Dale and Maxwell Curtis and Dale Brangman, and being cultivated further with the experience of Glebin and my good friend Mr. Clark Thunder, who grew up in sailing like me, and all the families, Howard, the Millets from St. George's and the Filgers. That's the cultural connection, the family connections in Bermuda, connecting with the families on the eastern seaboard that love comet sailing, whether it be comets, stars, whether or not it be tornadoes, whatever class. That's where our future lies, is fostering greater relationships with you and encouraging you to fall in love with Bermuda as we fall in love with your communities, and that cross-pollination will help us grow for years and years. A lot of Americans don't know that the origins of America trace back to Bermuda in the 1600s, when a refitted boat left Bermuda in the 1600s to sail Jamestown. That's how close the sea connection is with Bermuda and the United States. And may long may it live, and may this race grow to be one of the greatest races, not only as it is in Bermuda, but the entire world for sailing. When it comes to sailing, most people would focus on Sail GP, which we host, or the America's Cup, which we did host. But very few remember, in all sports, it's grassroots sport that make top-class sports survive. So it's sailing at the grassroots level at this club, at your clubs up and down the eastern seaboard, that's going to keep the life into sailing. And that's where we need to invest our money, into the grassroots sailing, and I'm here to carry that word forward, and I believe in it, I love it for all my heart, although Glevin never took me out New York. But I did take him on the golf course and assured me that he could hit a golf ball. So congratulations to the winners from Shrewsbury, New Jersey, and congratulations to all of you who are competing beforehand in the World Championships. Thank you for bringing the World Championships back to Bermuda. And that is the type of top-class sailing that's going to help young people be inspired in this great sport. The oldest sport in the world because it's one of the earliest forms of transportation. Long man live. Thank you very much.
Okay, moving right along to the finish. Before I go to the finish race, I'd like to take this time to thank all those that helped out in race committee. As of yesterday, I only had 3 people, and I ended up with 5 today. So I want to thank all those race committee. Okay, I'm sure most of you have heard by now that the difficult decision that we had to call because of what we saw is that all the heavy hitters were over the line. So that includes the great fair Stevie Dixon, the great Maxwell Curtis, and the reigning champion Ben Smith. So that's where it is in racing, but that's what we saw, and we was all in agreement with what we saw in the racing video. Okay, so with the corrected times, in 3rd place was My Lucy, sailed by Mark Hess and Amy Wood.
Anyways, it was just long sailing with this woman.
We didn't get involved when we moved up here today.
Okay, the 2nd place was Equalizer, which is Rupert Bailey and Corey Bean. Goes to Jack and Kate Skokar.
We just want to really thank everybody from Bermuda who's welcomed us so warmly to their beautiful home and put on this excellent event for us. I mean, we couldn't be more excited to be here and to compete not only in this race but in the internationals later in the week. So thank you so much to everybody who's contributed and everybody who competed. I mean, it was a ton of fun. We had a great time. We're really excited to, spend more time with you guys this week and compete in the international. So thank you again very much.
Right, well, first of all, congratulations on winning the Edward Cross long distance race.
Thank you.
Take us through your experience of what you expected to actually what happened.
Oh, I mean, I went in with expectations that it was going to be a slog. It's a very long race. It's the longest race I've ever sailed. So I would say that the expectations were that it was going to be a little rainy, pretty windy, and that we were going to have to work really hard. So we just tried to play it down the middle and try to use our boat speed and try to stay close to the guys that we knew had won in the past, and hopefully have an opportunity to make a move later in the race. So we did that, and it worked out for us.
That move that you actually made on Stevie and using that boat speed to then gain a lead and then cover to get to the channel, were you surprised that he didn't try to cover you when you made the move?
No, we knew that. I mean, obviously, if you had to choose between covering Rudy and me, who would you cover? I didn't blame him for going up to Rudy there, but part of our game plan was to work ourselves down when we got the big breeze, and when we got that puff and he went up, we figured this is our chance to split. And either it's going to work out for us and we'll be first, or it won't work out and we'll be third or fourth. But we had to take our chance at that point, and we were really pleased that it worked out for us.
Yeah. Coming through the cut where it got a little testy there because the boat wouldn't move for a bit, and then obviously you got it moving through. Once you sailed through, your feelings coming to that finish line of winning this race?
We were just trying to savor it. Honestly, it's such a beautiful venue, and it's such a great experience, and all the spectators, it's one of the coolest sailing experiences I've ever had. So for me, it was a pleasure, and we got very lucky coming through the cut that it wasn't closer than it ended up being. But once we cleared it, we looked back and everybody else was still sitting there. It sunk in for us like, hey, we're probably going to be able to get that done. So we're really happy with the outcome, and it was our goal to win, and we were just hoping that we would have the opportunity to be close. So it made us pretty happy to have that chance.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.